which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you all for coming to the City of Sydney City Council meeting, Tuesday, August 13th, 2024 at 5:30 p.m., the City Council meeting of the greatest city in the world. We are going to do this meeting in accordance with the Open Meeting Act, which is on the wall there. And our first order of business will be to see if there's a motion to excuse Mr. Buckner from tonight's meeting. Motion by Stroman, second by Mondegard. Roll call, please.
Stroman?
Yes.
Sherman?
Yes.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Bundford?
Yes.
Motion passes 4-0. Excuse Mr. Buckner. Then we have the July 9th meeting minutes to approve. That did include my phone number of 249-2321, and that I do enjoy in the participation of sharing ideas, having fun, and living in Sydney, the greatest city in the world. A motion?
Can we pass this as Brock's gone?
Yes. Perfectly legal.
I'll move.
Motion by Bondegard.
I'll second.
Second. Radcliffe, roll call, please.
Sherman?
Yes.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Bundford?
Yes.
Stroman?
Yes.
Now, we go to the meeting minutes for July 23rd meeting, which apparently I didn't give out my phone number, 249-2321, at all in this meeting, or it wasn't in the meeting minutes, which I know you wouldn't have missed. So, do we have a motion to pass those meeting minutes? Motion by Stroman.
I'll second.
Guard, roll call, please.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Bundford?
Yes.
Stroman?
Yes.
Sherman?
Yes. All right. Those have been passed 4-0. And we are on to comments by the public. Anybody from the public want to give some comments? All right. We are on to number 4. We have a chamber quarterly report, including introduction, I would imagine.
Yeah, so I am Joe McCarn. Some of you already know me. I will apologize because I had caffeine for the first time today, unbeknownst to me, since October, so I'm a little jittery. But wanted to give you my card. Oh, thank you.
There we go. Just
There you
that.
go. Good Lori. So yeah, I'm the new director. I have a lot of different types of experience. As you can see in the packet that I gave you, kind of a little introduction for you. Done a little bit of everything in my career, including a chamber director at a different town. So I kind of know what to expect coming into it and look forward to the challenges and the opportunities that being a chamber director comes with. My main focus is unity, really. I want to work together with folks. I'm not afraid of conflict, but I hate division. And so I'm always looking for ways that I can bring people together to work together, because really, as Cheyenne County, we're going to grow the fastest and the best together as a unit, not as just the city or just an individual business, but all of us growing together is really what the secret is. So everything that entails. I'm a big communicator, and I love to just be involved. So that's in a nutshell who we are. I did give you the quarterly report, not a whole lot of information in there because I'm new and I don't know a lot of things yet. But we do have a few things coming up, including on Thursday this week is our social hour at Safe at Home Sydney from 4 to 6. So we'd love to see all of you there. On September 6th, we have a ribbon cutting at the hospital for their new EMS services. So that would be a great opportunity for some publicity as well. And then on September 14th, we have a fundraising event. We have our first ever Dancing with the Stars of Cheyenne County. That's going to be a lot of fun. I've talked to a few of the contestants, and they're excited about it. And I told them I don't dance because I have 6 left feet, but it's still going to be a lot of fun. So come out to that as well. Any questions?
I'm sure Paul has lots of questions.
No, I have nothing but, it's great to see somebody's filling that role. We had someone filling that role. Job, but
Yep.
now we've got someone permanent, that's good, so. What were you at before, what city?
So I actually worked for Eeks Office Solutions before, directly before I came here, so I actually know your wife through there. Talked to Kendra last night, actually. But the last place I was a chamber director at is a small town in southern Colorado called South Fork, Colorado. We had 400 residents in the wintertime and 4,000 in the summertime. So a big tourist town. And I was able to double their chamber size in about 9 months. So definitely enjoyed doing that. Worked a lot with the city there too. So
Good, well, welcome.
thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right. On to the budget report. Kagan, Finance Director, IT Director, Carwin.
Good evening, Council. Jack of all trades. So jumping into the July financials, overall tough month, but we did see a lot of positive things within it. Jumping into property tax, it's pretty much flat to last year and years prior, but the biggest call out is the motor vehicle tax was up 1.4 K to last year, which obviously shows that people are out buying vehicles and buying different types of amenities across the board. Even as we jump down to the sales and occupation tax, we were up $9,000 to LY, and that was pretty much across all line items. So we are seeing positive growth of people doing things, getting out in the community, and purchasing different type of items, as well as traveling to go on trips or so on and so forth for the family vacations as we wind into our wind out of our summer and into our school years. So fees for service was up 22 grand. This is a great call out month for golf course and the transportation bus. Seeing, a lot of positive things happen with both the golf course and with the transportation services here in town. So with state and federal and county, we were up 67.8K to last year, and that's mainly just due to the transportation reimbursements that we received from the state and federal government. So franchise admin fees, we were up 211,000 to last year. That's just mainly being due that they were paid out this year on more of a quarterly basis. So, I mean, if you take that out, we're pretty much flat to last year. So, and then other than that, it's pretty much 9.3K to last year, and that's mainly going to jump down into the interest. And we got paid some insurance dividends this year. Looking at the year-to-date level stuff, you can see that we have positivity across all those categories. There isn't anything that I'm overly concerned with. Nothing really to call out. When we get into our departmental budgets, we did see a down month. A lot of things have happened across the city, from Forest Street to the miscellaneous concrete projects to the generation project that's going on for the electric department. So a lot of good things are happening across the city that are positive improvements that are being paid out for accordingly. But as you can see, when we jump over to our revenues for the yearly breakdown, everybody across the board has done a great job. All the department heads are doing the things that they need to do accordingly to make sure that the expenses stay in line, which, ultimately makes my life easy, right? So the reason we're seeing the street down is mainly because of Forest Street. That's being paid for pretty much on a cash reserve basis from the highway allocation and infrastructure sales tax. So again, seeing a lot of positive things there. Within those financials, I did want to talk about the month of July for the golf course was up almost 10,000 over last year. The daily, was up almost 20,000 over last year for the golf course. And then jumping down into the aquatic side, it's pretty much flat to LY. If you look at it on a yearly basis, our golf course has brought in $378,000 this year, and our aquatic center has brought in $76,000 this year. So both of those are being positive and bringing a lot of things to the community as far as revenue as well. So I guess any questions?
Who see August being better than July?
I do, on the fact that we won't be, pulling those franchise fees. And as we wind down our fiscal year, I don't think we're going to have a bunch of major expenses from a general fund perspective. We still have a couple of more payments that would basically hit for the concrete as well as the miscellaneous, or the concrete as well as Forest Street. So we'll see some of a hit there, but overly, I would say you're still going to see people getting in those last minute vacation trips. So your sales tax should pretty much stay accordingly, right? We should start to see those ups until we go into those winter months, when it may backtrack a little bit, but that's all going to be based on, Mother Nature and how that affects roads and weather and so on and so forth. So I would say that we're going to continue to see positive trends as we have.
You excited for Thursday?
Yes.
Love that answer.
Always good time to talk about finances, right?
I enjoy it. We're gonna have a good time.
I think it will be exciting. I think there's a lot of things we can cover within that workshop that, will definitely set the, just like any other fiscal year, the current trend that you're on and bring positive things to the community.
What a great picture, by the way.
And that would be thanks to Lori.
Pure graphic design.
Like I said, we're around here, we're a jack of all trades. Do a lot of things.
I appreciate your ability to be flexible.
We try. All of us do.
All right. Well, that sounds fantastic. Do we have a motion to approve Hagan's excellent report? Radcliffe made a motion, and Stroman is making a second. Roll call, please.
Bondegar,
Yes.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe.
Perfect.
Thanks, council.
Thank you. All right, now we are getting ready for a public hearing that will start at 5:40.
Claims.
Huh?
Claims.
So I can't read or follow directions or both. How about claims? Who did those this month? Was it me?
Brad Sherman did.
Was it timely?
Yes, very timely.
Oh, you're so kind. No, I didn't see any issues. Business as usual at the City of Sydney. Paying our bills timely, keeping that A+ rating. Anybody have a motion to pass the July claims?
I'll move.
Motion by Bondegard,
I'll second.
second by Stroman. Roll call, please.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Bondegar.
Yes.
All right, motion passes, or the claims, 4-0. Now, I can call for time in at 5:44.
Okay. Do you want me to read this?
We want every detail.
Oh, good.
Read it, I
I'll
think.
read it.
Well, we have to talk about it.
Right.
We're gonna talk about it. So
When time comes.
you don't have
Oh,
to
okay. Good. We don't start with it.
read this fancy part. Tell us.
R.E.
I'll tell you as much as I can. So we've previously talked about business moving into the industrial park out by NextGen. This is in reference to one of those businesses that is moving in. And it's rezoning from M2 to C3 based on the kind of business that is moving in.
That'd be from heavy machine, from machine.
From industrial to
heavy
commercial.
Manufacturing to heavy commercial, yes.
And what would heavy manufacturing or heavy commercial entail?
So like an M2 would be your plastics manufacturing over here. Can't remember the name of it.
Agri-plastic.
Agri-plastics and
Yeah, Agri-plastics or the other one next
Luke
to it.
Gin.
Luke Gen?
Yep, them. And, right, I just don't know the names.
We got you.
That would be heavy manufacturing.
Okay.
Which is not what essentially moving into that.
What's moving in is the heavy commercial.
Correct.
So what's heavy commercial?
Pardon?
What would heavy commercial constitute?
So heavy commercial is more sales of product. In other words, is the product's brought to them, they sell, as opposed to manufacturing product.
So the buildings could look the same, but they're just doing different stuff inside. That's what you're saying. That's how I look at it anyway. I'm sure that's entirely wrong.
Just trying to make
Oh.
sure that the zone matches the business that is taking place.
Right. And we are just doing this for the area, not the entire thing, just the area that these two businesses will take up, correct?
Yes, for the piece that is being subdivided out for that business.
Well,
Yes.
Yep.
well,
Ask for public comment.
Hmm?
Ask for public
Oh,
comment.
is there anybody from the public that would like to make some comments on this ordinance, this proposed ordinance? How long do I have to wait?
You don't. Fine.
All right. Well, if there's no more questions for Brandy or no more public comments, we will close the public hearing at 5:47.
This is pretty much what we have in this business park.
Just to move businesses in there.
So, see why you'd argue against it. Anyway, even though nobody did.
But if they did, we would not know why. All right. So, do we have a motion to designate ordinance 1862?
I'll move.
Motion by Bonnegaard,
I would second.
second by Radcliffe. Roll call, please.
Sherman?
Yes?
Radcliffe? Yes. Bondevar?
Yes.
Stroman?
Yes.
Perfect. Motion passes 4-0 to designate ordinance 1862. Do we have a motion, or we just have the clerk read the title?
An ordinance providing for the zoning of parcel of land located in the west half of the east half of section 33, township 14 north, range 49 west of the 6th PM, lying south of the railroad right-of-way except that portion of the west half lying within the boundary of the Sydney Business Park Addition, Cheyenne County, Nebraska, as shown on the attached plat, from M2 heavy manufacturing to C3 heavy commercial, amending the Sydney zoning code and zoning map of the city of Sydney, Nebraska, adopted by ordinance number 1862 of the city of Sydney, Nebraska, which is now codified as Title 6 of Part 12 of the codified ordinances of the city of Sydney, Nebraska, to so provide, and repealing all ordinances or parts of ordinances in direct conflict herewith.
All right. Thank you for that, Lori. Any interest in waiving the next two readings?
I'll move to waive.
Oh, there's one motion by Stroman, second.
I'll second.
Second by Bondegaard. Roll call, please.
Radcliffe?
Yes.
Bondevar?
Yes.
Stroman?
Yep.
Sherman?
Yes. All right, motion has passed to waive the three readings. Lori is very grateful as well, I'd imagine. Clerk, will you please read the number?
No, we need a motion to pass the
Hmm?
ordinance.
I would just follow these very detailed instructions. That would have happened. Do we have a motion to pass ordinance 1862? Motion by Radcliffe, second
By me, I'll second.
by Bondegaard. Roll call, please.
Bondegaard,
Yes.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe.
Yes.
All right, motion to pass ordinance 1862 has passed 4-0. And now, Lori, would you please read the number?
1862.
Very well, thank you. Do we have a motion to publish ordinance 1862?
I'll move.
Motion by Bondegaard,
Second.
Stroman, second by Radcliffe. Roll call, please.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Bondegaard.
Yes.
Perfect. Motion to publish passes 4-0. Thank you for all that. Now, for ordinance 1863.
Round two. So, when compiling the master fee schedule, we came across this ordinance that it did not align within that master fee schedule. So with that being said, basically this is just a revision to the ordinance to make it align with the master fee schedule. So this ordinance would be set by the master fee schedule is essentially what it will be. So,
All right.
questions?
You guys approved the master fee schedule, what, at the last hearing or 2 hearings ago?
Yeah.
And this particular occupation tax was not included in it. We wanted to have it all together.
I think it should be all together.
And then going forward, this would not be its own fee. At that point, it would be set by the master fee schedule, where it's already contained within the master fee schedule, so.
Any other questions?
No.
Like streamlining things. And this is going to facilitate a more streamlined approach.
Correct.
That is excellent. All right. Well, seeing there are no more questions, do we have a motion to designate ordinance 1863?
Move.
Motion by Bondegaard, second by Stroman. Roll call, please.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Bondegaard,
Yes.
Stroman.
Yes.
Perfect. Motion to designate passes 4-0. Clerk, would you please read the title?
An ordinance of the City of Sidney, Nebraska to amend Chapter 882 Occupation Tax, Section 882.07, Telephone Companies of the Codified Ordinances of the City of Sidney, 1977, to provide for fees as set out in the master fee schedule of the City of Sidney, to repeal any other ordinance or part of ordinance in conflict with the above provisions therewith, and to provide for an effective date of this ordinance.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to waive the 3 readings? Motion by Radcliffe, second by Stroman. Roll call, please.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Bondegaard,
Yes.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman.
Yes. All right, motion to waive the 3 readings passes 4-0. Do we have a motion to pass ordinance 1863?
I'll
Motion by
second.
Stroman, second by Bondegaard. Roll call, please.
Bondegaard,
Yes.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe.
Yes.
Perfect. Now that I have made the motion and it's passed to pass, could you please read the title?
Read the
Or the number? I almost did it. I almost made it all the way through
863.
this. Perfect. Do we have a motion to publish ordinance 1863? Motion by Radcliffe,
I'll second.
second by Bondegaard. Roll call, please.
Stroman,
Yes.
Sherman,
Yes.
Radcliffe,
Yes.
Bondegaard.
Yes.
Perfect. Motion passes 4-0 to publish ordinance 1863. And we'll go straight into the city manager's report.
Yeah, I don't have a whole lot tonight. Excited to report that Forest Street is moving along. The rain has kind of slowed things down a little bit, but they are down to just that final intersection there on 21st and Forest. So Once they get that done, it'll mostly just be kind of clean up where they're gonna go and put some sodding in. We had to terrace some of the land because it's a big drop off. We needed the sidewalks there along the park, so there'll be a little bit of sodding that we'll need to do there too. So excited to have that. It's almost all open now except for basically that intersection, so we're looking forward to that being done. And that will come in on time, so that's good. And then the parking lots and trails project, they are pretty much done with Memorial Park now, which, by the way, honestly, I might have said this before, I don't know. I had no idea how big that parking lot really was until I saw it, cleared, because it had so many, weeds and things growing up in that old gravel that it did not look as big. If you go by it now, it really is shocking. It's actually a fairly large parking lot, and it'll be great for. Isn't it crazy? It just appears twice the size now, but and I think it's just because you can park in all of it now, and not just where it's cleared. So that would be a great addition to the park for events and things. So that's moving along. They've moved up to the golf course now, where they're just kind of working around some of the curbs and stuff there, and doing some of the groundwork. They haven't really been able to pour anything because it's been raining the last couple days and been kind of wet, but they're hoping to do that soon. And then reminder, budget workshop Thursday at noon. That'll be here in this room. And the only other thing I had, and I don't think anybody here is here tonight from that department, but I did want to give our Parks Department a great big thank you for all the work they did out in our sewer line issue. You don't know how much you miss. You don't know how much you miss indoor plumbing until you're without it for a week, and sharing one bathroom between us and the library. Super glad they got that fixed, and no, they worked really hard on that, and I appreciate all their work on that. And then what's that?
Parks Department did that?
No, the water department. Did I say parks?
Yes,
Oh.
you may have.
I may have. I was still looking at my trails project, and I probably said Parks Department. No, the water department. It'd be great if the Parks Department knew how to know that.
Well, we're all trying
Multitasking.
we're trying to multitask. That's the new.
Well, there was a lot of departments involved in that. The Parks Department were here quite a bit actually on that too, because we had a lot of sprinkler lines that we had to take out and put back in to get that repaired. So it was kind of a beast of a chore. We originally thought it would just be one little area, and it turned out going all the way up to the building and all the way out to the street. So just wanted to really thank them for that. And then this Friday, we got all kinds of things going on. I think we might have a retirement party coming. And then we also have a downtown sounds. So busy week. Budget workshop, retirement party, downtown sounds. And we have indoor plumbing now too. So it's really great.
It's all working out.
Yeah.
I love it when a plan comes together. All right, Lori, how's that farmer's market going?
It's going great. Had corn last week.
How long did it last?
The corn?
Yeah.
Usually is like maybe 10, 15 minutes.
You got to get there really early
Yeah.
if you want that.
I heard there was a line at 7:30.
But we're still getting new vendors, and like I said, if you haven't been out there, come out.
Yeah, you got to get there early to get banana nut bread too.
Yeah,
9 o'clock wasn't cutting it for me.
and the cookies.
Mm-hmm.
We had two young entrepreneurs selling lemonade, peach and regular, and cookies, and it was their first time. They did really well, and it was really good.
Good deal. Well, thank you.
That's all I got.
All right. Jay, the usual?
Nothing.
Perfect. How about you, Marshall?
Things are going well. We're starting to get into finals over there at Extended Living. And that's looking really nice. So excited to see that finish up.
Very nice. All right. Kagan?
Let's see. 19 views tonight.
Whoa!
5 concurrent viewers. Now 6. 20 views. So it's fun up just by that.
Yeah, it was when I said your name, I guarantee it. Well, everybody's back in school now. No more weekends away. All right. Dean? Nothing? Brandy?
I got a Stuff the Ruck march coming in 2 Saturdays, 9 to 11. Myself and other veterans and first responders will be going around for donations for the Legion Holland Potter. So we get ourselves some blisters that day, going through Sydney and then Kimball and then Potter. So I think
Oh.
we're like 14 miles for our total distance.
Really? Well, that sounds fantastic. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I bet you are. That's all I got.
All right. Tom, what's going on over there?
The linemen are still working on the underground conversion. Hoping to have most of that completed by next spring. They're on the north side and they're on Maple. They've been working,
Yeah, I like to hear that.
working hard. Proud of those guys. Scooters, we got that service heated up, so we should be able to rock and roll pretty soon. And then overhead school and underground school's coming up in August and September. So if you guys are around, it's pretty neat to go watch. They get about 30 or 40 linemen out there, kind of pretending that the line's hot and different scenarios they work on. So
Where does that take place at?
you just north of Sydney. Can't remember what road that is. 113. But that's in 2 weeks. It's about a 3-day event. And underground schools after Labor Day. But yeah, hopefully. And then hoping to have the generators installed end of August. That's the new generation plant. Get that rocking and rolling. So that's about it.
Excellent. Well, that's a lot. Appreciate it.
You bet.
Joe, did you bring a friend?
I did. This is Stephen Parker. He will be attending the academy here in a couple of weeks with Tucker and Michael Stone. So we have 3 going to the academy here pretty directly.
Excellent.
Quick reminder that school starts tomorrow. A lot of kids out moving around our community, asking everybody just to be mindful and slow down and watch for our kids. With the help of the State Patrol and the Sheriff's Office, we were able to bring the Guns and Hoses trophy back to the police department. And we served about 100 more people this year at the National Night Out that we did last year. It was a very good success.
Good. Yeah, it looked like there was a lot of people there.
Yep.
Good deal. All right. Well, welcome.
Thanks, sir.
All right. Brandon?
Nothing.
Kirk? Paul?
Not much.
Well, we're just glad you're here. We were worried about you there for a while.
I'm glad I'm here too.
All right. Well, I will take it easy on everybody tonight. We're going to have a Constitution Day proclamation at the next meeting. So that should get the viewership up over 20, I guarantee it.
21 at least.
Yeah, 21 is, yeah, that's good enough. That would count. All right, looks like Thursday we'll have a social hour right after our budget hearing, right? Just be able to walk right over there. And then this Friday is Downtown Sounds?
Last one.
All right, well, that sounds perfect. So, with that, we have a closed session that there may be action on if you are so inclined to hang around. But unfortunately, we have to throw you all out very graciously.
We need a motion to go into.
We need a motion to go into closed session.
I'll move.
Motion by Stroman,
For the
second by
purpose of.
Radcliffe, for the purpose of contract negotiations.
I would second that motion.
All right, roll call, please.
Sherman?
Yes.
Radcliffe? Bonneberg?
Yes.
Stroman?
Yep.
All right, motion passes 4-0 to go in closed session. Once again, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay.